Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. We're here playing Stars Order 7. We have a good start to the season, a bunch of maidens. Some went well, some went not so well. But yeah, we are closing in on the point now where, we've got our last 4 runs, hopefully, where everybody will have a maiden after that. And yeah, some got first time, some got second, some third, hopefully these third, if it's got to go to 4 maidens. I'm not sure that horse is particularly going to survive beyond that point, if I'm honest. So, yeah, there is that. And then a 4-year-old's running quite decently at the moment. Star Drom has picked up a win at the Pegasus World Cup by 6 3/4 lengths. Absolutely decimating. And just to reiterate what I went over in the last video, yep, I messed up. There should have been a Triple Crown horse. We had a slightly better chance with it. And the CK sometimes doesn't show you the full picture. It's a useful tool, but that's all it is. It's not the truth. It is not gospel. It is just a tool and should be used alongside other data. Which is why if you saw the last tutorial video, you saw my other method of testing, which really both are very, very useful and give you a more complete picture with enough tests, enough variance in those tests. I think it is pretty useful tool to use. But we test inside the CK, we test outside the CK in a different game, and we come to a complete picture. If we'd have done that, we'd have probably not have slept on Star Drom as much as we kind of did. I kind of overreacted to the trials, is what I did. And so it is what it is. But ultimately, it's a very, very good horse. It loves a mile 1. It can get to a mile 2. It can probably get to a mile 4. But I haven't got them booked in for anything like that. We got the Saudi Cup at the end of February. A month later, I've got the Dubai World Cup moving up to a mile 2. And then into June for the Prince of Wales. I think that could be a fun test that we're not going to be able to watch because it's at Ascot. And at the moment, Ascot crashes at all distances and not just the 5 and 6 furlongs as it used to. Then up to York for the International. That's a pretty solid pick there, I feel. And then, up to September, we go over to Leopardstown, giving us the Irish champion. And then at the end of the year, I do have us pegged in for the Hong Kong Cup. So, kind of interesting. Very, very interesting. Nothing domestic. Just go big, go home. That's kind of how I felt about Star Drom at the moment. The way they're running, 11 races, 11 wins, 6 grade 1s, 3 grade 2s, and currently sitting at that 138 rating. Just fantastic horse. Just a fantastic horse. That's all there is to it. It's just absolutely amazing. And yeah, we'll see it run. And then Candy Star as well. We got a few races picked out, not as many, but they all come in sort of quite soon after. We got the Al Maktoum Challenge Race 3. Yeah, it's not a big race, but it's kind of the best I could find there. And then I've given them, at the end of April, I've given them the QE2 Cup over in Hong Kong. I feel that's a good trip. And then a couple of home trips then, basically because they're 4-year-old only races, so I wouldn't be giving these to the 3-year-olds, basically. I kind of kept that 3-year-old schedule at the back of the year open at a mile 1, mile 2, because I feel if they can run Triple Crown, then they need to be able to race at the end of that 3-year-old season as well. But Santa Anita for the Hollywood Gold Cup, and then the Manhattan up at Belmont we have lined up. That takes them through to half the year. And then honestly, I don't feel like I need to race anything else with Candy Star. They did really well. Won the Derby, won the Preakness. Belmont wasn't great, but then, the Keenan, they won. After that, not amazing, but then they won the Pegasus World Cup Turf. So I do feel pretty good about it. I think we're at where we need to be at, and that's fine with those two. And then Eve's Water, I do have the Nagi Motors Cup. and I'm not overly confident in it. And then we also come down to a mile one, like a week later, and take the Jabel Hatter, and we'll see kind of what he does there. Really, just a chance to get a Grade 1 win, and then we're kind of done. Um, yeah, I don't know. They might be the only shots I give as well. As much as I want the Grade 1, I might just decide after that not to do anything else. Then we got our 3-3-year-olds who, you know, they're a mile one, mile two kind of range. I think Fivey looks more mile one, Morton more mile two, Hey Candy more mile two. And of the three of them, like I've asked you in previous videos, and I fully agree myself, Hey Candy is just the one who I could see winning a Triple Crown race. The other two I think are good. I don't think they're great. I don't think there's a ton between them. I just think that Hey Candy's a touch better, and I feel like that matters in those races. So when I race them, I will be giving them all a prep race if I can. I think there's 4 prep races, so we'll probably try and line up one each. But I think what we'll find is that, 5-year Morton will run well. 5-year probably will favour the mile one, so look really good. Morton will probably win. I would hope, I would expect. And that Hey Candy might not look as impressive, but I think that's because of distance and just when it comes to it, I just have confidence here. And like going into last season, I had confidence in Candy Star, and I was right too. He won the Derby and the Preakness. I also had confidence going into everything with Star Drom, and the trials talked me out of that, and I kind of just put that horse to the side, which I was wrong to do. I had that confidence as well in Brisingham and Haig, who never got the distance, Candania Terry, who never got the distance, both from either side. Haig wanted too much, she wanted shorter. So, these feelings I had about horses, I had it with Brex, but that was kind of a no-brainer. I can't take much credit for thinking this is a good horse. I think we were all kind of very much seeing that. I had the feeling about Krabby's Down, and I knew it wasn't an amazing horse, but I just felt that this was a horse that could do something in the Triple Crown, and he did. And I had that feeling about Bertarella, who never really had that racing career, but that bloodline gave us Krabby's Down. So I don't feel the same with Haig 5e. I don't feel the same with Haig Morton. I could be wrong in that, but Haig Candy, I've got that same feeling. And if the race was today, I'm running Haig Candy and only Haig Candy. It's up to the other two to play themselves into that conversation for me. Now, even with that, with Haig Candy, I can see a mile one, I can see a mile two. I don't know whether I can see a mile four. If I had to guess, I would say similar to last year with Candy Star. Win the Derby, win the Preakness, but then I would say maybe top 3 at the Belmont. That's kind of, second, third, maybe fourth, kind of right in behind the leader, a length and a half to 2 lengths, maybe kind of where I see us actually finishing. So if we gain more potential through this feeder race, through the Derby, through the Preakness, I may change my mind a little bit, but Brisingham and Haig is in here, Candania Terry and all their bloodlines. My best distance horse, by far, my best short distance horse by far. It just all makes sense exactly when we look at Star Drom's breeding, and every name is hit apart from Brisingham and Haig. But Ingleby Star, Eve's Era, those great sort of those great game breds, Portrait Gallery, of course, Persian Herald, Magical Mystery Tour, And then these dams that I really liked, Mondechain, Bertarella, Highland Hannah, Perfect Order. These two weren't great. Mondechain, I liked a lot. Bertarella, I loved, of course. Hannah Pack, I thought could do something, but just was better off in the breeding barn. And like I say, that leads us to where we get then to Small Drom, into the Ingleby Star bloodline to give us Star Drom. And we got quite a few Hague colts. And we got some Hague fillies here. And Hague Morton is, of course, one of those. And it's like, well, if we breed them with a Hague Candy, that could be cool. Maybe with Candy Star, that could be cool. I've got all these kind of options to merge that last bit of the bloodline I want to run in. So, yeah, a way to merge these two kind of bloodlines would be perfect for me. And so they're definitely going to go into the breeding barn. But as a 3-year-old, Hey Candy's the guy. And then it's cleaning up the 2-year-olds. That's my kind of plan for the foreseeable future in this series, is prepping the 3-year-olds. We've got our 4-year-olds booked as much as they're probably going to be. So I don't think, like I say, Eves Water's going to get more than the 2 races. So we prep the 3-year-olds when it's time, and we just keep going through the 2-year-olds and figuring out where we stand, what we like, what we don't like. That being said, we're not watching maidens, so Magic Man, our first victim of this video, 5 furlongs, stayed on strongly. Okay. Okay. So Lizzie didn't put their all in the first 2 maidens. It's kind of like running green without running green. Hig Tycoon, 2 2s and a win. That was slightly too short. We went back up. The going probably didn't suit. No, the going definitely didn't suit. But we win by 6 lengths when the going is completely the opposite of what we want. Those are the kind of signs of life we wanted to see. So, yeah. Yeah. Happy with that high life. Wins their maiden. So, yeah. Kind of down the order there. Kind of down the order there. Then we get up and we win decently, despite another pink triangle. Hard to see there. A little easier on this screen. But the little pink triangle sweating up a tiny bit, still winning by some distance. Yeah. I just wish sometimes it would not take 3 maidens to get where we want to go. And Hague Eve doesn't really hit. So we ran green. We ran very green. Horse showed us inexperience. We ran green 3 times in a row. I gotta get a non-green run on you. I've got to. I gotta get a green. Like 3 green runs is nuts. I've never seen it do 4. Uh, 6 and on a good track. Wait, why don't you go to jockey? Come on, Calvin. You're being a pain. Diogo, one of my go-tos. That's fine. I was gonna go to the Friday auction, but who cares? Egg Eve. Are you kidding me? We run green, we run green, we run green. Then we get a pink triangle. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm just done. Yeah, no. Nope. Don't care. Don't want anything to do with that horse right now. Done. We got better options. Done. Not waiting for it to come round. Could be a world beater, could be a triple crowner. Don't care. No. 4 races, 4 maidens, can't win any of them. Just the horse being a little dick. Cool. Doesn't even go in the breeding barn. Just sold to someone else, in theory, in the game, just gone, or I don't know, glue factory, maybe to an abattoir, become a horse steak somewhere. They eat that kind of meat quite a lot around the world. It's not what we're used to, but yeah, maybe that's what that horse turned out, because it didn't want to run and play. I had to sneeze. I forgot to unpause. Yeah, so after getting rid of Haig Eve, I yeah, all I've done really is book in Haig Candy for the Florida Derby, the first of those prep races we talked about. I just think that's probably the best way to go, and then trying to find out who my next runner is gonna be. Like out of Haig 5e and Haig Morton, I think I like Haig 5e a little more. I think Haig Morton's got good distance. I mean, basically, it's gonna be Haig 5e. So there's a Florida Derby. So that's what we've got in right now then for Haig Candy. And then Haig 5e to go into the Santa Anita Derby. And then Haig Morton to go into the Arkansas Derby. And maybe the Oaks. Maybe the Oaks. And we got the Gamely. Maybe I should book that as well, because it all depends how kind of confident you are that the horses are going to be running Triple Crown. So if I'm not convinced, I could just go ahead and book the Gamely and stuff in now. But I just feel like Haig Morton just is not my best shot. If she decimates the Arkansas and you know, Haig Candy and Haig 5e both really struggle, then maybe Haig Morton does go into the Derby. But I just don't see. I think we got too strong a candidates right now, so that is what it is. We got the big kind of stretch here, seeing if Eve's Water can win at a mile 210 yards. Don't know about that. Don't know about out in Saudi Arabia for the Saudi Cup. Got the Nagi Motors Cup. I don't know. I really don't. Star Drom in the Saudi Cup. I mean, sure. I almost clicked skip. I almost did it. That would not have been good. That would have been pretty dang terrible. Okay, Eve's Water. So a couple of laid back horses, including Japanese and a Grade 1 Canadian. We've got a couple of Grade 1s as well. one from America, Yorkshire's Dairy, and then Tortured Door from the UK. Eggleston Breeze. Okay, I'm trying to remember some of these names when we're in the race. And then Green Whisper, riding in green. That should be easy to remember, and a bunch of ungraded as well. 9 runners. Starring Song won this. And no shade, but that's not a great horse. But they did win last year, so... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. The nighttime here then at the King Abdulaziz racetrack. I believe it is, isn't it? The 1 mile, 2 furlong, 110 yard, Mohammed Yusuf Nagi Motors Cup. Class 1, Grade 1 for 4-year-olds upon the turf under the night lights. Green Whisper, the home favourite, Yorksters, Dairy, the race favourite, and Eve's Water, ridden by Calvin Burrell. On this outside, gets off to a decent start. We will go towards the front and slot in alongside Tortured Door and Green Whisper at the front. Then everybody else in the line with Jaunty Equesta at the rear. We do fall back in the pack. I don't love that. I don't know why we did that, and that gives me some concern. Calvin Burrell running a race that I do not fully understand right now. Moving now back alongside Green Whisper, Yorkshire's Dairy on our outside, at least not getting blocked off yet. Shoreacres Edmund with a poor start, coming through quite strongly right now up the inside the final 2 to 1.5 furlongs. Now the drive for home begins upon the home stretch. Into the final furlong. Torturedor is there. Green Whisper is there kicking on. Eve's Water coming through a little bit, not very strongly though. Yorkshire's Dairy doing quite well, right down to the end of the race, and Eve's Water with a fantastic push right at the end as Green Whisper dies, but the home favourite will take it by about a length and, half a length, and it was a good run, it wasn't a great run. It's kind of what I thought might happen in this one. It might be too much for us, but we are seeing the woods ran on. Normally that means more distance. If this now means mile 3, then my head will be cooked. But a good run, a solid run. And a horse that can do that can certainly win. Yeah, try a furlong shorter next time. So, talking of a furlong shorter, a little bit more than that realistically, but not too much difference. The Mile 1 Saudi Cup. We have horses here that we know. We do have Dubai horses. Rayum Daffodil recently beaten in the Pegasus World Cup by ourselves. They bring over 2 Grade 1 winners from their country, Dianthus Moore and Majestic Mate. From America with us, we do have Mimansa Brandy, a Grade 1 winner. Avon Creek West, who's won a Grade 2. And third in that race was Prosecco Kutasov, another Grade 2 runner who is a little warm right now and not settling very well. Zakrit Dano completes the American contingent, and 4 homegrown horses by Proxy Warden, Giolaka Cloud, Goncharova Filomena, a Grade 2 winner, and Sorevira Suquet, another Grade 2 winner. We're the best horse, we're the best form, we're perfect, we're undeniable. 100% win record. Have beaten probably the best 2 other horses in this field. By far the top rated. With the world's best jockey, Calvin Burrell, upon the saddle after a close second place in his little tune-up. We ride here once again. 1 mile, 1 furlong, Saudi Cup, Class 1, Grade 1 for 4 years upon the dirt here at the King Abdulaziz racetrack in Saudi Arabia. Star Drom, very fine horse indeed. But your favourite will be the Dubai horse, Rayum Daffodil, looking for revenge after that last outing. Again, Star Drom on the outside here. Not a great start this time, but again, going to move towards the front. Mimosa Brandy is right there. Dianthus Maud, Surveyor Suket, Andrium Daffodil, Wizardcrete Dano, Majestic Mate, and Jolaka Cloud. Kutasov against the rail, Philomena back, and then Avon Creek Western by Proxy Warden are off the screen at this time, rounding this long left bend, everybody together. Star Drom starts to move on a little bit down to the final 1.5 furlong, the home stretch. Zoom in the camera, and here comes the favourite, Rayom Daffodil from deep. But the final furlong is where Star Drom loves to live, and they are not being caught. They are pushing out, they are pushing clear, and Star Drom, hand in the air from Calvin Burrell once again. The disrespect is palpable, and we love it. We are here. Let's go, Calvin. Slay, King, slay. That is beautiful. Decimation upon the field. I am so enjoying watching Star Drom thrive. I am so enjoying watching Star Drom thrive. 6.25. We came in 138. The Saudi Cup with $12 million prize money for the winner is what does it. Star Drom, take a bow. Enjoy it. Yes. Let's go. Yes. It's so fun to see and so fun to have. And they will get a chance in a different save. We have the 3-year-old version. They will have a chance at a Triple Crown. But this version didn't go for the Triple Crown. And somehow it didn't need it. It just didn't need it. Everything else it came across just completely and utterly decided that, yes, this is mine. Early trips to Ascot, to Curragh, to Maidan, then domestically dominant. The big Pegasus World Cup at the opening of the year, and then one of the richest races in all of horse racing. Saudi Cup. Big Bad Drom gets it done once again. And Calvin Burrell saluting the crowd, standing up in the stirrups, waving his arm in celebration. Yeah, I'm happy right now. I'm happy right now. Oh, it's so dumb that a game like this, behind the scenes, is just a lot of numbers, some random factors, like, but it really doesn't matter, does it? It really doesn't matter. This is why we play games in general, and this is why I play starters orders, because we get these moments. And I don't think I have these moments with Star Drom without that CK trial and without not putting them in those Triple Crown races, and that disappointment and the feeling that I left everything still on the table for this horse and that we kind of cheated them out of it. And in other games that I've played, and earlier on in this save, when a horse turns 4, they're breeding barn or they're retired. That's it. They're done. We haven't raced the 4-year-olds because I've never had a lot of luck going to the Saudi Cup, going to the Dubai World Cup. I've never really enjoyed those races. And we've started doing them, and we've had that low now with Star Drom. Now experiencing those those highs, there's a validity to it. There's a recognition to it. And there's a justice to it. And I am here for it. I am here for it. Oh, take a bow. Take a bow, son. Oh, yes. 6 3/4 over Daffodil at the Pegasus World Cup. 6 1/4 over Daffodil at the Saudi Cup. So tell me, Rayum Daffodil, are you going to the Dubai World Cup any chance? No? Your home race and you're not showing up after 2 decimations? I can understand that. I can understand that. Rowan Barnes there, though. Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm here for Star Drom. I am here for Star Drom. In terms of rating right now, active horses: Star Drom number 1, Candy Star number 2, and Eve's Water number 12. That is Eve's Water that has never won a grade 2. So it's only won a grade 2. Has never won a grade 1. So, yeah, good horses are in the 125 to 130 range. Houston Barrett's actually won a lot of races and looks to be a decent little sprinter. That's kind of fun. But yeah, Woodlands Arch we know, Yorkshire's Dairy we know they've just won as well, both from the same trainer. Dover Slayer, of course, they came third at Pegasus. Breeders' Cup they ended up winning. Jockey Club Gold Cup they came second in that. And then Bolton Dulond, I really thought this was a super horse. I was wrong, but it's just a very, very good horse. And yeah, you can see that in the ratings as well. So I wasn't 100% wrong on them. Career money, Star Drum from Candy Star. Rating, Star Drum for Candy Star. Season money, Star Drum. Candy Star's gonna have to get up there, but isn't far behind. And after the next race, probably will be ahead. Oh, actually, no. 6 furlong sprinter. In October, we might see Houston Bassett win the Tab Everest. And yeah, I kind of expect that, right? I would kind of expect that. Highest earners of all time, Star Drom is now up to number 16. And like the next race, if we win, will catapult us probably all the way up to number 8. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. And Plateau Brex in 26. I love the fact as well, though, the Brex was 15 out of 15, and currently Star Drum is 12 out of 12. Like, that's just amazing. That's just amazing. Didn't quite get the 140 with Brex, but we've got to a Star Drum, and it's been such a long time since I've hit that too. That's just another thing on top of everything else that yeah, just makes me happy. Just makes me happy, guys. Oh, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I hope that you are. And now we've got ourselves a couple of solid little races. We're coming close to the first one. Candy Star is a little bit wound up. He's a little bit wound up. He's a little bit wound up. A little bit wound up. I'm going to do jockey instructions because I'm hoping that might control the horse a little more. I don't think it will, but that's the only thing I've got right now. So 1 mile, 2 furlong Al Maktoum, Challenge Race 3, Class 1 Grade 1, 4-year-olds and above. Upon the dirt, back here again. Joint favourites with Star Class Firebird, one of the pink and blue checkerboard silks. So, yes, that one has come right to the front with us with Scarab Cypress on the inside. Back to Taylor Whiskey and Abrachium Points. Oh, I like that name. I just got that. Saddlewell Gypsy in there with Maester Bonus at the back with Bayazida Bulls. Easy for you to say. And Dragon Homer. Half a mile to home. Riding around this left-hand turn. Abrachium Points right there with us. Final 2 furlongs. 1.5. Down to the final furlong. And Candy Star would usually be kicking on around this point and in the final half of furlong, but being a little wound up, maybe won't get up. There comes Maester Bonus. Didn't really see them in the running. Abrachium Points and Candy Star. I think a very good run for the fact that we didn't get out the gates well. We didn't settle. And we kind of burned all that up as nervous energy rather than outputting it onto the dirt track. But 2.8 back, a very solid run, a good run. Probably going to drop rating. Yeah, we dropped down to a 131. Things didn't quite go our way. And favourite, Eve's Water, running at a mile 1, which really does suit the only foreign horse in a field. Peter's Krusty's a grade 3. Everyone else is grade 2, including ourselves, apart from Dilton Summits, grade 1. Again, in that pink and blue diamond / checkerboard pattern. And Majestic Mate, who we do know as well, the top rated horse. Gonna be a tough ask. Gonna be a tough ask. But if Candy Star sweated up and couldn't win, is that kind of the go-ahead here? Maybe. 1 mile, 1 furlong, Emirates Airlines, Jabal Hatta, Class 1 Grade 1 for 4-year-olds and above, upon the turf. Your joint favourites are Steep Line Scenes in the black silks and Eve's Water in the middle. Who gets out to a poor start, gets out late, out the gate, and now is going to come into this little stalking group with Dalton Summits, Katrina Chloe, and Peter's Krusty. Just then in behind Steely Dano, back to Astium Olga, Battlefield Tire, and Majestic Mate is a little detached at the rear, but we know is a very good horse. We're running around this bend a little wide, but getting into position. 2 furlongs from home, we're in a solid position. There goes Summits, going quickly, down to the final furlong. Katerina Chloe in the mix as well. Horses in the way. Steely Dano still untouched right now. Eve's Water not really making any progress. And it just looks like Steely Dano, a fantastic horse, getting the job done here today. Very, very, very good. Very solid run. We'll be seeing more of them later. And unfortunately, Eve's Water, 3rd place here, 2nd place at the Nagi's Moto. And, yeah, that will be as close as we can. We don't get that grade 1 we wanted. We didn't sacrifice anyone else's races. I feel good about that. We gave them a shot. And a very solid horse indeed. A very solid horse. 123 rated. 2 grade 2s, a grade 1. But ultimately didn't get the job done. And we also now say goodbye to them. And we save the game as well. There we go. I thought it had crashed for a second. And now while we've got everybody pretty much in order, at least from the 2-year-olds, I want to kind of check on them and kind of make my first round of decisions here. So 3 times to win a maiden, then by 3.5, but while being warm. Don't like that you're running warm. I like that you won by over 3 lengths while you were warm. And I like the fact you've already filled out a ton of your potential. So you're sitting at 80 ability right now. And that to me does speak that we can, at least hit this mark and get to the 86, 87 mark as a 3-year-old before the Derby next year. So I think I'm okay on High Life. Not an amazing horse, but we had to wait. We had to see. We did get the job done. Kind of got the length wrong for Spear Dancer, but then 7 is an outstanding margin of victory. Again, we've almost maxed you out. I think we can max you out here and then get another jump up to that 85 plus for your 3-year-old season. Again, maybe not an amazing horse, but yep, I'm good with you. Cop Blanc, ran green, still won, just got up ahead. Don't love this horse. Don't hate this horse. I think more races needed there. Mrs. Duck I really liked, and it took a while, but 3 maidens, we finally win. We win big. We look good doing it. We'd already hit our potential. A little more rounded than other horses, so I think I'm good there. Higbrex took 2, won by 2. Yeah, a couple more races for you. Hig Tycoon took 3, but then wins by 6, and isn't too bad. We'll kind of see here how you get on. And our final 2-year-old filly, Hey Grenade, we had to drop down to 5. Then we win by 5. Not amazing, but again, we can fill out that potential this year, so that gives me a little hope moving forward. So yeah, I think all the girls kind of make it there. They kind of make it there. Dragon, one of my favorites, if not my favorite of all the 2-year-olds. Just one maiden, brand green, still won, maxed out, everything good. A little bit worried about the enthusiasm, but that's about the only thing I do have to question about Dragon, so I don't mind that at all. Magic Man, we just saw, took 3 times here as well, and just about got up. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Cowboard Souls took 2, 3 3/4 is a decent win. Still need a bit more racing, I think. We'll kind of see where they go. Hig Chip, first time, ran in snatches, still won by over 2 lengths. Just don't love that, but we'll give another run or 2 out, definitely, if we can. Third time of asking Hig Reams, missed the break, and then just got up and stayed up. So recovered after a bad start. Another one who could do with some runs. Hig Violetta, won by over 3. Not bad. Did take 3 maidens. It does look solid. I will give them that. So, yeah. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So, yeah, I don't really want to get rid of any of the 2-year-olds right now. I just think that we definitely need to start picking and choosing some good races for them. And yeah, I think I need to start with a 3 who won first time of asking on the maidens. There's nothing wrong for the 2-year-olds just yet, either male or female. So that will be coming. That will be coming. I might do allowance races, but again, I'd probably skip them. So nothing to really look too deep on. We got some big races coming up though, and I don't really care about the auctions in the meantime. So unless it's injuries, I think it's good just to skip ahead. And that's going to put us in play. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why I had them down at the same race course. They were never going to be at the same race course. And Calvin is booked in on Hey Candy, which means Star Drom is with Tyler Gaffalion or Gaffalon. I don't want to click it. Oh, it's not bad. That could be a lot worse. Okay. 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 Yeah. I imagine that being something like a 30% ability jockey or something, you know? I didn't want to see that. I really didn't want to see that. I'm good. I'm good. Gives Hey Candy the best shot as a warm up for the Triple Crown. Realistically, Stardrom's already won the biggest race that they had to run so far. This might be the second biggest, but yeah, I'm kind of glad that it happened that way around. Although if I could have booked a really good jockey on Hey Candy, I wouldn't be mad about that either. Really, I think I would be fine. So the first test for our 3-year-olds, and my favorite 3-year-old, Hey Candy, is up to bat first. Second highest rated. Few grade 1 winners in here with us. Everyone's on the same weight. One horse a little warm. And it is the only ungraded horse in the field to boot. So, Gulfstream Park, we've had a little bit of success here. We're here now again for the Florida Derby. The 1 mile, 1 furlong race for Class 1, Grade 1 horses. 3-year-olds only upon the dirt. The precursor, the prep race to the Kentucky Derby, and we're against the rail and on the off. Pretty decent start from everybody, and just going to climb up into that chasing pack there. Sylvie Bovary and Slip Class out in front. We're alongside Crucius Georges, Haida Whittingham, and applauding Chow, Sans Memory, Streak Baldini coming up a little bit now. Ascot Watts, Pavlinsky, Smudge, and Takena Miller at the rear. People moving around this bend. It's a little bit dodgy. Hey Candy doesn't seem to be in a great spot right now. Down to the final furlong. We need the afterburners. We need to start making headway. It doesn't look like we've got room to run. It looks like we're being blocked off. And now we come to the outside. Now we start making some room. And yeah, we win that if we're not blocked off. I 100% guarantee that. It's very annoying. Very annoying. But for me, that's good enough. For me, we win if we're not blocked off. If we have Calvin and we're not blocked off, I think I like it. I think I like it. So, yeah. It doesn't really affect me too much in my thinking for the Triple Crown. An impressive race by one of the other 3-year-olds might change it in their own prep races, but right now, I feel good about committing to my decision so far. But that does bring up Star Drom with Dover's Slayer, Dianthus Maud, Majestic Mate, Diamond Head Montague, Prosecco, Kutasov, Rowan Barn. Some good horses in this field. Couple of Saudis. Bunch of Dubai. And the 4 Americans. But the perfect horse, Star Drom. Now perfect in its rating as well as its record. We run again. We run again. Upon the dirt of Dubai at Maidan at midnight. I know it's not midnight, but it just fit the theme. Go with it. Stop criticizing. Get on with it. 1 mile, 2 furlong, Emirates Dubai World Cup. Your Class 1, Grade 1 race for 4-year-olds and older upon these dirt tracks. Star Drom is the class of this field, the favorite, 140 rated, 12 wins out of 12, and is so late out the gate, he might just have fallen asleep, but uh-oh, watch out, because Big Drom is now awake. That might cost us. That not having Calvin maybe is enough to cost us. I don't know. But, yeah, we're up front with Ron Barn, Soivera, Suke, Star Class Firebird, Majestic Mode, Mate and Dianthus Mode up there as well. Dover Slayer against the Real. Down now then to the final push. And there goes Dianthus Mode. But here comes Star Drom. Here comes Usit Golden as well. Both trying to make a dash for the line. And even giving everyone a length and a half, 2 lengths head start out of the gate. Even not having Calvin riding. Star Drom steps up and takes the Emirates Dubai World Cup. Yeah, look at that. Missed the break. Slightly hampered. And still almost finished a length ahead. In a field which includes Dover Slayer, Dianthus Mode, Prosecco Kutasov, Majestic Mate, Rowan Barn. Like, very good horses. It's another 7.2 million for Star Drom. And another win under their belt. 13 of 13. 24 million in prize money. 21 of that has come off these 3 races. Oh, I'm just having so much fun with that. I'm having so much fun with that. Oh, it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. See, I've got you booked in for the Oaks. You might change my mind. You got the Santa Anita. I tell you what should still be available then. Kentucky Derby, yes. The PK QE2 we've given to who? Candy Star? Yeah, we've given that to Candy Star, so that's fine. And then we've got the Arkansas to Hague Morton. Santa Anita to Hague 5e. I thought there was 4-mile ones. Are there only 3? I thought there were 4. Or is one a grade 2? I think one might be a grade 2. The first one might be a grade 2, right? And then you got the trio of grade 1s. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to that point, right? We're getting to that point. Why are these eligible auto entries? I think that's what's confusing me when I'm booking races this way. It's adding horses that shouldn't be eligible. This is for 3-year-olds only. Yeah, Hig Candy. Hig Candy. Hig Candy. That to me, right now, makes sense. And just in case anything happens, we've got it all booked in. The first horse that can change things. It's going to be Ep35 and has the best shot. Definitely has the best shot. I think it's a fine horse. I just don't believe that it can win a Triple Crown. I think it may have a shot at the Preakness, but I don't know if it would even have a shot at the Derby. And right now, I'm 100% sure it would not have a shot when it comes to the Belmonts. But hey, Candy did okay. 5's turn next. 1 mile, 1 furlong. Santa Anita Derby. Class 1, Grade 1 for 3-year-olds upon the dirt. Middle of the pack for Ep35. And we're away okay. It's not bad. We move up to the chasers behind Slip Class. Ida Wintringham at Anatomic Wald and Duot Jen Cuddy all alongside us. Palencia Viking, Bradford McBay applauding Chew, and Sans Memory at the rear. Half a mile from home, we're starting to move up on the outside, getting ready for this turn. We went wide before the turn so we could run a narrow turn. I really like that. I don't like how quickly back we drop and we stay back and the field comes up and Ep35 just completely gets blown out there. I don't think we were blocked off. I don't think that suited us. And a mile 1 should really be our distance. That's what I would expect. So 5 lengths back, down in 7th. But less than just over half a length away from being 4th. Just on the pace. Didn't say anything about distance. Didn't really feel that was a distance issue. Yeah, we're making some big decisions. We've made some big decisions already. We still got 1 or 2 big decisions to make. I think that's another big decision. But Ep35, I don't think improves much. I don't think wins big Grade 1s. It's got Lamps Link and Cops Energy. Cops Milan. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that one. It's Eve's Morton. It's Modern Eve. That's kind of the type of horse that is. It's Eve's Water. Maybe they'll come good later on, maybe they won't, but I don't need them. I got a 3-year-old version of some very good horses as well. So yeah, do I need to worry about those? Probably not. I'm fairly happy with what we've got, so we're down now to Haig Candy and Haig Morton. Are they on this list? Or are they on a different list? They might not be on either list. They might not be on either list. So, okay. It's a save, and we got then, to round off this video, the final prep race Haig Morton now will get to run. There you go, we've added Haig Candy to this list, just in case I don't have them elsewhere. Which I'm pretty sure I do. But just in case we don't. Yeah, and at the same time, Eve's Water, Eve's Morton, Morton Eve. I think we can get rid of those two. That's fine. That does put us about a week away here. And so Haig Candy now has got Kentucky Derby and Preakness booked in. Can Haig Morton surprise us? Do something in this race and make us reconsider those bookings, because I'm not seeing it, but if I see it on the track, that's all that matters. I will be happy. Lowest rated, lowest favored, couple of grade 1s, a bunch of grade 2s, and 2 grade 3s, one of which is a little warm, but is also the highest rated. Gonna be an interesting one here then. So 1 mile, 1 furlong, Arkansas Derby, prep race for the Kentucky Derby. Class 1, grade 1 for 3 rows upon the dirt here at Oaklawn. I believe this is Oaklawn. We will be 50-1 shot. Yeah, okay. Applauding Chew is your favorite. 50-1. Either that's massively disrespectful or Haig Candy's getting the Kentucky Derby run. We are going to go towards the rear with Applauding Chew, Sans Memory, and Streak Baldini up to Tyro Property. Billush Revival up them with Crucius Georges just behind Sylvie Bovary against the rail. Much seen just outside them, and they are both just behind Miriam Steps. Streak Baldini making a little move up. Here comes Much Seen. Sylvie Bovary ready to go. They kick on now with Crucius Georges. There's Haig Morton. There's still Haig Morton. That was Haig Morton. And Applauding Chew does win. Good little finish from them, to be fair. I didn't think they'd quite get up, but they did. They made it stick. And Haig Morton not faced kickback. So what we thought with this Quirks bar, 100% correct. Exactly as we thought. And this horse looks good, but it's got quirks. I've got other good horses, and I'm not going to bother. Haig Morton, done, dusted, out of the way. We have 1 3-year-old. I said I'd pare down the 4-year-olds. I have done. I said I'd pare down the 2-year-olds. I haven't done. But I have decimated us down to just a single 3-year-old. I'm taking all the stress out of my decision making. Haig Candy will run the Triple Crown races, and yeah, I don't think that's the wrong decision. Neither one looked like they were going to do much. Neither one really was any better than breeding options we already had. And I don't like that quirk not being able to run on dirt in America. I don't want that passed down through the bloodlines, and I don't want to breed for 10 generations until it finally disappears like it does over time. You get a chance with each breeding that it doesn't show up. But yeah, I didn't feel like I wanted to do that, so let me know what you think. Would you have got rid of those 2 horses? Would you run Haig Candy in the Triple Crown? Or would you risk one of the other 2? Let's be honest, I don't feel that you would. But Candy Star is running okay and has some runs. We'll kind of see, can he rebound and do something? Star Drom, just delectable at the moment. Absolutely amazing. Loving seeing everything that's coming from him. And both those will be in the breeding barn. My Triple Crown runner is locked in as Haig Candy. and we still have every single 2-year-old right now. So we need to start booking them some allowance races and some graded races, and just trying to get as many of them out there as possible to fulfill as much potential as we can this year to give them a realistic shot for next year. And we will be probably culling those numbers down quite quickly at this point if they don't seem to be jumping up in potential the way I need them to, or if they're we see care close to over racing appear on them. So, but that's where we are going to leave it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, please do smash that like button, hit subscribe so you don't miss content. It also helps promote the channel across the YouTube platform through their algorithm. And yeah, leave a comment, like I say, have your say on everything. What you liked, what you don't like, what horses stand out to you and why. What decisions I made pissed you off. I'm sure they're out there, but hey, I got to play the way I need to play at times. But I do take feedback and I do take criticism on board, so feel free to leave it in the section down below. I love chatting to you all. You're a huge part of what makes this fun and what makes the channel successful. It's more you than me, I would say. So please do stick around and get involved. Check out the other playlists, daily uploads, weekday uploads for second videos as well on the secondary series, and memberships are available. I know times are tough. If you can help, great. If you can't, just being here is enough. And until next time, as we ramp up and we get towards maybe 2 of the Triple Crown races, my name's Chris. Thank you very much for being a part of this journey so far. Stay safe, be good, and may good things happen to you. All the best, folks.